Imagine a world where the gods ruled with iron fists, where humanity shivered in the dark, defenseless against the wild. Now, picture a hero, not a man but a titan, who dared to defy the mightiest of gods to bring light and warmth to us all. This is the story of Prometheus, a name that echoes through time as a symbol of rebellion, sacrifice, and the unyielding spirit of hope. His tale is not just a myth from ancient Greece. It's a powerful reminder of what one can achieve by standing up for others, even at the greatest personal cost. Let's dive into this incredible journey of fire, betrayal, and redemption that continues to inspire us thousands of years later. In the vast tapestry of ancient Greek mythology, Prometheus stands out as the Titan god of fire and forethought. Unlike many of his divine counterparts who often toyed with mortals for their own amusement or gain, Prometheus had a deep heartfelt connection with humanity. He wasn't just a distant deity. He was a protector, a friend, someone who felt our pain and chose to stand by our side, no matter the consequences. His story is one of immense sacrifice, but also of a message that burns bright even today, a message about courage, compassion, and the fight for what's right. Our journey with Prometheus begins in a time of chaos and war, during a monumental clash known as the Titanomachy. This was a battle that raged for 10 long years between two generations of gods, the Olympians, led by the mighty Zeus, and the Titans, an older, powerful race of deities. The stakes couldn't have been higher. The winner would claim control over the entire universe. Prometheus, along with his brothers, Epimetheus, Atlas, and Menelaus, was born to the Titan Iapetus. Naturally, they were expected to fight alongside the Titans in this epic struggle, but Prometheus was different. Blessed with the gift of foresight, he could see beyond the present, and he foresaw the downfall of the Titan army. He understood that this war would not be won by brute strength but by strategy and cunning. Despite his warnings, his family refused to listen, clinging to their pride and might. So, in a bold move, Prometheus, along with his brother Epimetheus, turned their backs on the Titans and joined forces with Zeus and the Olympians. As Prometheus had predicted, the Olympians triumphed, overthrowing the Titans and seizing control of the cosmos. After the dust of the Titanomachy settled, the defeated Titans were banished to the dark abyss of Tartarus, a place of eternal torment. Yet, Zeus showed mercy to Prometheus and Epimetheus for their allegiance. Instead of punishment, he entrusted them with a significant responsibility to distribute the divine gifts of the gods among the mortal creatures of the world. This task would shape the destiny of all living beings, including the very first humans. Epimetheus, whose name means afterthought, took to his role with enthusiasm but little planning. One by one, he handed out incredible traits to the animals: wings for the birds to soar through the skies, fins for the fish to glide through the waters, and sharp claws for predators to hunt with deadly precision. Meanwhile, Prometheus turned his attention to a more sacred task. With his own hands, he sculpted the first mortal man from mud and water, shaping humanity with care and purpose. Some stories say Prometheus created the very first humans, while others suggest he was tasked with repopulating the earth after a devastating flood wiped out nearly all life. According to the ancient poet Hesiod, man came first in the order of creation, whether by Prometheus' hands or under the guidance of the Olympian gods. The first mortal woman would appear later in the tale, though many female deities, like Athena, the goddess of wisdom, already existed. In some versions of the myth, it's even said that Athena breathed life into Prometheus' clay figures, giving them the spark of existence. Prometheus poured his heart into crafting humanity, but there was a problem. Epimetheus, in his haste, had given away all the divine gifts to the animals. By the time he was done, there was nothing left for humans. Because of this oversight, Prometheus' creations were left vulnerable, shivering in the cold, defenseless against the fierce beasts that now roamed the earth with their newfound strengths. It broke Prometheus' heart to see his beloved humans suffer. Determined to help them, he decided to give them the greatest gift of all, fire. This wasn't just a tool for warmth or cooking. It was a symbol of power, knowledge, and survival. According to the ancient playwright Aeschylus, Prometheus didn't stop there. He taught humans how to speak, how to create medicines to heal their wounds, and how to read the signs from the gods to understand their world. He became their teacher, their guide, their savior. But not everyone was pleased with Prometheus's generosity. Zeus, the king of the gods, did not share the Titan's love for humanity. From the beginning, Zeus demanded that humans offer all their food as sacrifices to the gods, leaving nothing for themselves. Prometheus, seeing the unfairness of this decree, couldn't stand by while his creation starved. He devised a clever plan to outwit Zeus. He proposed a deal. Instead of sacrificing everything, humans would split their feast into 2 portions, one for the gods and one for themselves. Zeus would choose which portion belonged to the heavens. To carry out his plan, Prometheus slaughtered a great ox, or in some tales, 2 bulls, and divided the offering into 2 piles. In the first pile, he hid the best cuts of meat beneath the unappealing stomach of the animal, making it look undesirable. In the second pile, he placed the inedible bones but covered them with a tempting layer of fat to make them appear more appetizing. When Zeus was presented with the 2 options, he fell for the trick, choosing the pile of bones disguised by fat as the gods' share. From that day forward, the ancient Greeks sacrificed bones to the gods while keeping the nourishing meat for themselves, a tradition born from Prometheus' cunning. Zeus was furious when he realized he'd been deceived. As punishment for Prometheus' trickery, he took away the gift of fire from humanity. Once again, humans were plunged into darkness and cold, their lives filled with misery. Prometheus couldn't bear to watch his creation suffer any longer. In a daring act of defiance, he climbed to the peak of Mount Olympus, the sacred home of the gods, and stole fire from the divine hearth. Concealing the flame inside a hollow fennel stalk, he raced down the mountain and returned the precious gift to humanity. This act of bravery is commemorated even today during the Olympic Games, where the carrying of the torch symbolizes the sacred fire Prometheus stole from the heavens. It didn't take long for Zeus to notice the flickering lights of campfires dotting the earth below. From his throne atop Mount Olympus, he saw the evidence of Prometheus' betrayal, and his rage knew no bounds. Determined to punish both the Titan and his beloved humans, Zeus devised a cruel and cunning plan. He called upon Hephaestus, the god of blacksmiths, to create the first mortal woman, named Pandora. She was adorned by Athena in a stunning silver gown, blessed with beauty and charm that rivaled the gods themselves. But beneath her enchanting exterior, Zeus instilled in Pandora an insatiable curiosity, a trait that would bring disaster to humanity. Pandora was given a mysterious box, or in some stories, a jar, with strict instructions never to open it. Zeus sent her to Earth as a gift to Epimetheus, Prometheus' brother. Long before this, Prometheus had warned Epimetheus never to accept any gifts from Zeus, fearing the king of the gods would use such gestures to harm humanity as revenge. But Epimetheus, whose name reflects his tendency to act without thinking ahead, was captivated by Pandora's beauty. Ignoring his brother's caution, he welcomed her into his life and took her as his wife. While living among humans, Pandora struggled with the burning desire to peek inside the forbidden vessel. Day after day, her curiosity grew until she could resist no longer. One fateful moment, she lifted the lid just enough to look inside. Instantly, a torrent of evils, curses, diseases, and hardships escaped into the world, unleashing suffering upon humanity. In some versions of the story, when Pandora finally managed to close the box, one thing remained trapped inside: the spirit of hope. Through Pandora, Zeus delivered a harsh lesson to humanity, teaching them to live by his rules. But his anger wasn't fully satisfied. Prometheus, the root of his defiance, still needed to face consequences. Zeus's punishment for Prometheus was as brutal as it was relentless. He ordered the Titan to be bound with unbreakable iron chains to a massive boulder in the remote Caucasus Mountains. Every single day, a giant eagle would descend upon Prometheus and tear into his flesh, devouring his liver. Being immortal, Prometheus couldn't die from this torment. Each night his wounds would heal, and his liver would regenerate, only for the eagle to return at dawn to feast again. This horrific cycle continued, day after day, for 30,000 years. It was a punishment meant to break even the strongest of spirits, a reminder of the price of defying the king of the gods. Yet, Prometheus' story doesn't end in endless suffering. After countless millennia, a hero named Heracles, known to many as Hercules, came to his rescue. As part of his legendary 12 labors, Heracles was tasked with retrieving golden apples from a hidden garden guarded by the Hesperides, daughters of Prometheus' brother Atlas. During his quest, Heracles wandered into the Caucasus Mountains, where he discovered Prometheus chained to the rock. As the eagle swooped down for its daily feast, Heracles drew his bow and shot the bird dead with his arrows, ending the Titan's daily torment. In gratitude, Prometheus shared vital knowledge with Heracles, guiding him on how to find the golden apples and complete his 11th labor. In some versions of the myth, Zeus himself eventually released Prometheus from his chains. At the time, Zeus had fallen in love with a woman named Thetis and planned to marry her. Unbeknownst to him, the Fates, 3 goddesses who controlled destiny, had foretold that any child born to Thetis would grow to be more powerful and famous than its father. This prophecy echoed a pattern in Greek mythology, as Zeus himself had overthrown his father, Kronos, who in turn had overthrown his own father, Uranus, the primordial deity. Fortunately, Prometheus learned of the Fates' warning and advised Zeus against marrying Thetis. As a reward for this crucial guidance, Zeus freed Prometheus from the boulder. To commemorate the Titan's original punishment, Zeus fashioned 2 bindings of stone and iron, wrapping them around Prometheus' finger as a lasting symbol of his ordeal. Centuries after the fall of ancient Greece and Rome, the legacy of Prometheus continues to burn brightly in our culture. Many everyday phrases, like carrying the torch for passing on knowledge or inspiration, and opening Pandora's box for unleashing unintended consequences, trace their origins back to this ancient myth. Prometheus' archetype as a rebellious hero who sacrifices for the greater good has woven itself into literature, from sacred religious texts to the haunting works of Lord Byron and Mary Shelley, whose novel Frankenstein is often subtitled the modern Prometheus. Even in our quest to explore the cosmos, the name Prometheus inspired NASA's retired Project Prometheus, a program aimed at developing nuclear-powered spacecraft. This mythical god of fire has done more than just entertain us with stories. He has inspired countless individuals throughout history to stand up for freedom and justice, even in the face of overwhelming odds. Against the cruelest powers of the universe, Prometheus refused to abandon humanity, his beloved creation. Today, he lives on in our collective memory as a cultural hero, a beacon of resistance against oppression. His tale teaches us the profound power each of us holds to challenge injustice and create lasting change, no matter how small we may feel in the grand scheme of things. Prometheus reminds us that even in the darkest of times, a single spark of courage can ignite a flame of hope that burns forever.